Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Geek Out review Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, episode 10 today. And as usual, I am Alex. I am joined by Felipe Macedo. What's up, Felipe? How you doing, man?
Hey, good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. So I did some research this week, Felipe.
Okay.
So basically, there's gonna be 12 episodes for
Hmm.
this season. So there's only two left. So
All
on
right.
December 19th is the last episode for this season of Dragon Quest. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's probably I don't know what's the rhythm of production for that, but it's probably gonna come back for the spring season or the summer one. So that's what I know so far. I don't have an exact date for the return of season two, but season one will end uh, on December 19th.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we got you and I two episodes, and of course, if you don't mind, on the last episode, we're gonna review the last episode, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about what we like about this season in
Okay.
general, and our favorite pick our favorite moment throughout the season. But for now, we are talking about episode 10, and I know for you this one it's a big one. It's a
Yeah.
setup episode. This one was
Yeah.
a slower episode. It
Totally.
was
Yeah.
setting up basically everything else that gonna be that we're gonna see in by the end of season one, season two, and so on and so forth until we finish this.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically the starting point of the bigger event that is the adventure of Dai. And it was really, really nice. I loved it. I love the council member gathering. So
True.
we saw as much as the bad guy as we saw the good guy this week, and I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. It was really, really nice. What are your general thoughts on the episode now that they have revealed your boy Young Kill?
Yeah, I like in this episode because we see a little more about the lore.
Yeah,
So it was nice to see like who are the enemies and what they're doing and what are the powers. At least we saw a Flutter, and he's one of the best characters I ever seen.
yeah,
And
I love it,
and
and the introduction that they made for him, like they show him like his right hand or left hand, whatever, his flame
yeah,
hand holding a guy, his high hand holding a guy, and then they kind of like cut each end,
yeah,
but with a bigger frame each time, and then you have both his side, like the two frame of both his side, and then the frame disappear, and he's just right there, like flaming on
yeah,
one side, ice on the other. Such a cool character and such a nice story surrounding that character that we're gonna
yes.
see later on. But as introduction are going, that was amazing. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I really like it, and we see a little bit more about the other generals,
Yeah.
other commanders, I guess,
Yes.
and it's really nice. And we see that Crocodile is still alive,
Yes. Yes.
and
He's
that's
in kind of a bubble.
yeah, it's like those capsule machines in Dragon Ball,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
those regeneration
I
machines.
was about to go the route. He's Vegeta right now.
Yeah. And I mean, it's really nice. It didn't have much fight this time,
No.
but it was good to set up the pace and set up the terrain, like what we're gonna see next.
Hmm.
So I really like it. And I mean, I have a question, but I guess I'm gonna ask you more to the end of this episode.
Sure.
But yeah, I really like it. How Dai was like he rejected the title of hero, and
Yes.
they got new equipment, I guess, a new sword, new armor for the three of them. So that's like really nice.
Yes. So let's go over this episode because I think we have a lot to say
Hmm.
about it. So it's nice segue. You finished on this idea that Dai kind of refused the title of hero yet,
Yeah.
um, and basically this is how the episode starts. So we start at the end of last episode. We have won the fight against crocodile. The king is there with the royal palace and everything, surrounding Dai, Pop, and Mom, basically just naming them hero of the people, and offering whatever they want. So this is the
Hmm.
celebration ending the last episode. And like you said, Dai is like, we just did what we have to do. We are not hero yet. There's still an army over there. So we're gonna go on our journey. And the king is like, you are honorable. Let me give you a gift. And also they are now like full equipped,
Yeah.
with armor, and Dai got a shield, a good sword. Pop got a new staff. Sorry, just give me one quick second. I'm
Okay.
sorry. It's winter time. It's the nose
Yeah, I
going
know.
down time. Um, so yeah, so we got all that this
Hmm.
preparation coming in, and then we send them on a boat and to the kingdom of Paprika, and this is where Leona that we met earlier in the season is currently living. After that, we flip to Zendar, the evil Endlar.
Yes.
Yes. The commander of the Dark Army is there with Zabu, and basically he's asking Zabu to send a message to every commander of the Dark Army, calling them back to the base to plan a invasion, to destroy basically all resistance, including Die, Pop, and Mom in the
True.
process. So we gotta get a little glimpse there, a little montage basically of every commander arriving at the base. We start
Hmm.
with our boy Flame and Ice, basically the inspiration for Todoroki in My Hero Academia.
Hmm.
Um, and so we got the Ice and Flame guy basically battling and winning a big battle with his elemental army. And he got the message. So he arrives at the base first, talk with Zabu a little bit. During that time, we got Dai, Pop, and Mom. I kind of like glance over. I was
Hmm.
doing other things in my apartment while watching the episode, and that part I kind of glance over. But we got basically the gang on the boat, and basically the captain of the boat is doing uh, uh, what is it, exposition, yeah, exposition,
Yeah.
explaining a little bit the different group in the Dark Army. Like we got
Hmm.
the immortals, we got these are like the undead, we got the elemental dragon. So he's just glancing over the army, so a lot of exposition that we already saw
Yeah.
for ourselves, the viewer. But now the hero are kind of like getting up to speed to that. So
Hmm.
like all that, all this introduction, like you said, like to the lore. And what I like is yes, it's the lore, but it's the lore of the Dark Army. So we learn a little bit more about who are the bad guys, like you said, and why they are coming in, where they are attacking a little bit more on the map. So we kind of get a general idea of what's the Dark Army
Who?
is about. Yeah,
Yes.
and what's the bigger battle is gonna be about.
Hmm.
So it's really nice. It it set the tone, I would say.
Hmm.
And yeah, just in general, I really like that. Like that old montage. Then you have the dragon commander coming in, badass as fuck, with his
Yes.
sword. Is like his high wing or something.
Hmm.
He's just awesome. We're gonna another one that we're gonna see way later.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be very important.
Hmm.
We have Miss Vern, the kind of clothed guy. So it was nice. I love that scene where they're all around the table and they're all talking strategy and everything. I love that part where basically Zabu is saying, because Miss Varn is starting to laugh, and
Hmm.
Zabu is saying something in the line of, "Oh my God, this is Miss Vern, the guy who can stay silent for like 10 years." is laughing right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that was a good one. What can I say? I feel that this episode was designed to make us like the bad guy. Everyone has something different from
yeah,
the other one that makes them like cool. Like you see Zabu and Flame Ice guy coming in. All right, they're cool. But Adlar is different. Like he's buffy
yeah,
and is
yeah.
more
Y-
powerful. Oh, Miss Vern is looking cool.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they all alt cool themselves. Like it's so
yeah.
nice. It's
You
really cool.
see, you see that they respect each other like equally,
Yeah,
but they have like this bigger respect towards Hadlar,
yeah,
and now that he's more powerful than before
yeah,
because he now learned like two spells like heat and explosion, so he's mastered so in those kind of spells,
yeah.
and it. I mean that was information that was kind of useless for this episode, but I guess that we're gonna see the result of that later in
You
the
mean
next season probably.
you mean explaining that Atlar is
Yeah,
more
he's not more
powerful?
powerful. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
Yeah,
yes.
it's not
That's a setup
just
for
like
later. Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Oh
And
no, this episode was awesome for that because, like we
yeah,
said, it's setting up so much for the next season and
true.
what's come later,
Hmm.
and basically, the Die and Yonkel fight is his own thing in the
Yeah,
episode. It's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's not like everything they showed about the bad guy in this
Hmm.
episode was set up for season 2, and I loved it because then we can go for the last two episodes and only focus on Die and Yonkel. Now that we know what's coming later on, oh, we got
Yeah.
that flaming guy, oh, we got Baron, what's
Hmm.
the deal with him? We got Miss Vern. Oh my god, this guy is creepy as fuck.
Hmm.
So we see the different pieces that Kill Vern, basically the king, will use in season 2 and later on. And now we
True.
can focus for the last two episodes on Dai and Yonkel. And I think
Yeah,
these last two episodes will be something
yeah,
very very nice. I think they're gonna kept a lot of budget for those two.
yeah. And I think that for example, one thing that I saw in this episode and I really thought that was well thought. It was like when, for example, when Flazar he saw Crocodile regenerating,
Yes.
he wasn't like, oh, but Crocodile is weak, I'm the strongest, and Die is gonna die by my hand if fight him. No, it was like, man, if Crocodile was damaged this badly, that means that Die and his party it's no small thing, you know.
No,
So
exactly.
he
Yes.
was like, man, if they give Crocodile this hard time, well, she just got real, you know. So
Oh,
that's nice. Like that's really nice that
it
that
was good
I
writing. That was really
yeah
nice. Like you said, it gave Flazard. I have I pull up the list of the name instead of calling everybody by a name, but Flazard,
yeah
basically yes, it gave him uh, right away this because when we see him first, he looked like that crazy maniac
yeah
attacking everywhere.
true.
But as soon as he arrived at the castle, you see him as a very like well taught, like methodic
Hmm.
leader. Like
Absolutely.
he's no fool. Like
Hmm.
these guys around the table are all
Hmm.
very dangerous, like creature or person or anything. And
Hmm.
this episode was perfect for that. They really setting up this army as these are not people to fuck with. Like
Yes.
don't go there. Crocodile was like we underestimate ish our enemy. Crocodile was
Hmm.
careless,
Yes.
but here around the table, this is where the power is. So
Hmm.
I loved it. It was nice. It was a very like for being half of the episode, basically a little bit more. I think they spent a bit more time on the villain than they spent on the hero this week. But yeah, everything that happened in that episode, in those scenes with the villain, I loved every bit of it. Like I said,
Hmm.
I kind of glance over what happened to Die and his group on like in the castle and on the boat. Uh, like my focus was really like on the villain this week, and it was very refreshing. Like it was nice to see them build those character bits by bits, and they don't rush them. They don't feel like generic villain. Even Flazard, like
Yeah.
that's not just a brute to be a brute, and it's
Yeah.
refreshing to see that, and it gives me the the desire to know more about each of them. What's
True.
Baron deal? What its deal? Like
Hmm.
why is he laughing when everybody is kind of like
Kind of worried.
no. When everybody is like looking at Adlar,
Hmm.
and everybody says his little bit about how he became a little bit more powerful again,
Hmm.
and Baron is just like laughing in his corner. It's kind of like, okay, what is deal? Like, if he's laughing at Adler, is it because he's more powerful, or like what's the deal? So they plant the seed for us to be curious about this character, and it's really nice. Only Zabu is Zabu. Like Zabora is like everybody we talks to. He's always like
Yeah.
thinking in the background what
He's
evil
he's
plan.
kind of he's kind of the mastermind, right?
Yeah, kind of. Like for me, Zabura is Jafar. Like it's a one-on-one on Jafar. Is
Okay.
kind of like he's very brilliant. Like
Hmm.
he's a strategist, but he's always backstabbing everybody. Like
Yeah.
he look for only one person, and it's his own self-interest every
True.
time. Like he
Hmm.
doesn't like he will turn on the demon lord, like even if he can save his own skin. So like that's how I see it, Zabura. So yeah, so that part of the episode was awesome. Seeing the hero going into the battle, that was cool. And
Yeah.
finally, we arrive at the city. The boat arrive at the port. The captain is like, this doesn't look like the port that everybody like that the story told of. And then Dai is like, you know what, we're gonna get off. Get the fuck out. Get your
Hmm.
boat and your men out of here. And they go up the stairs, and basically the city is in ruins, and waiting for them in the city alone at the gate. Your man Yunkel. Tell me everything you want to tell me about the end of this episode. Go ahead.
Well,
You have the floor, my friend.
well, I think that it was a nice introduction to him, Cal.
Uh huh.
And just once again, the people that do the show, they are not messing with our time,
Uh huh.
so they go almost like into the to the point, and
Yes.
just like, hey, he used it like the Earth Slash, but is he like a disciple of heaven? And Pop is like, there's some fish about this guy, and I don't like it. I don't like him, but
General attitude,
something's
like the
off.
way the way he's
Yeah, 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 yeah.
standing, the arm, like the sword with
Yeah,
the big thing. Yeah, like
yeah,
he got a bad feeling about it.
yeah,
So
true. And the way he was speaking and everything else, and he was like, no, 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 this guy is evil. He's pretty evil. I bet that the necklace is fake. And no, 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 this is real. And I was the first of you. So that's really nice. And like he said, oh, Avan died because he was weak, because he didn't train it. And
I love
he,
that. I love that line. By the way, I'm gonna
mhm.
cut you there.
Okay.
That line specifically, I loved it. The way he framed it, basically, he's saying that uh, Avan was weak before he spent too much time training somebody else instead
Hmm.
of training himself to keep the fight going.
Yeah.
And I loved it because that person that Avan stopped training for to train was
Hmm.
him, was Yankel. So like I love that right away, right off the bat, that duality of him against Avan as the first student, as kind of like this, spoiler alert, this future revenge that he want and that he crave and everything. It's amazing. I love that specific
Yeah.
line in the in the whole introduction. It was a little bit that if you don't know yet about Yonkel, you won't pick up, but if you know his story, this is a fucking great line. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
and it's something like, hey, okay, so we know that for sure that he was like the first disciple of Avan, a student of Avan, but for him to kill Avan, well, like, what is the grudge that he has against him, you know?
Yeah.
And that's really nice, and we see that Yunkel is no ordinary man,
Mm-hmm.
and his sword skills is way better than Dai's,
Yeah.
and it's really nice, like when Dai was fighting him, he was like, "Man, you're basically applying the techniques that I already know, and I how can I say this? And I perfected it. I get used it around the years, and you just like what 1 month, 2 months with
Yes.
it, and
Yeah,
do
I
not
loved it.
even and you didn't even completed the training.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, what Young Kel is saying to die is basically the philosophy behind Breath of the Wild. We're gonna
Hmm.
give you all the tools. You have all the technique in the world at your disposal from the beginning. Get good. Like
Yeah.
so Young Kel is basically telling Die like, yeah, you know the technique, but you never fight it with it
Yeah,
properly, you never practice it or anything.
and
I've
and
been doing that for years.
and even so against other people that know all the techniques.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw running Kenshin. It's
The name doesn't ring a bell.
well, anyway, there was these two guys, the master and disciple. That the master he teaches some technique to this person,
Hmm.
and then they got apart, and now the person that was the student discovered that the master was kind of evil. And then when they fight each other, the student was like, "Hey, you know what? The technique that you taught me, I mastered it." And when the guy and he shows like the techniques that he mastered, and the master he says, "You what? You just learned the basics. Let me show you what a really master is."
Yeah,
And
that
that
is.
was basically it.
Yeah, I love these master student mechanic or elder student younger
Yeah,
student. I think it's a nice plot device. Personally,
sure.
it was well used in that sense because in that episode because you have basically die and it's true and this is true in real life too if you it's a good thing to go to school to learn a trick to learn a trade
Hmm.
but it will take you years and practice to master
Yeah,
that craft
yeah,
you're not all good know it all when you come out of school quite the opposite
hmm,
more than often uh, so yeah, so it was really nice to see Dai basically just doing technique after technique after technique,
true,
and
true.
Young Kill just standing his ground, click 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 click, blocking everything.
Yeah,
It was really really nice. I love that Young Kill is so calm all the time. This is a trait that we're gonna see throughout the season. Young Kill is never
yeah,
much of a talker. He's pretty much always in kind of a little bit in the background, but always standing tall, sturdy. Everybody gather around him. He has that aura of a leader.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, he's a bad guy.
yeah,
He turned over the friendship. I love that he toyed with our character for a while, like just they actually he didn't toy with them. He was just standing there in silence while they were in their mind
assuming.
creating assuming they were he was a good
Yeah,
guy and oh you're a student of Avon so
so you're
you
good.
yeah you're good basically
Yeah.
if you have been taught by Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda you're absolutely good for the rest of your life
Yeah,
this is a rule so yeah so basically they got uh, ice very very cold ice water in the face fast enough when basically just start laughing and saying like you're all fools like
yeah,
I can kill you I could have killed you right now and it would have matter um, I love that we learned that Young Kel is kind of the king of the darkness
hmm,
favorite
yeah,
little pupil like I think the king he find it very very nice that he kind of got a student of Avon on his
absolutely,
side and everything
absolutely.
we're gonna learn a little bit more about that But
Hmm.
yeah, so that was the ending of the episode. Basically, Die trying few technique on Yunkel. Yunkel just blocking everything, laughing at them.
Yeah, and it seems that the way that the episode ended, it was like it seems that Himkel is gonna use Avance Trash against Dai, and he
Yeah,
was
it
like,
ended in
"So
that
that was
position.
your
Yeah, that
Avance
was
Trash.
nice.
Now let me show you my Avance Trash."
Yeah, yeah, it's really nice. It kind of end on a cliffhanger, but not really. Basically, we saw the
Yeah,
practice round of this
basically, yeah.
fight.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, I think the last two episodes of the season will be all around this fight and basically just showing like the ending of the last episode will probably a few minutes at the end to set up what's gonna come in season two, what's gonna be the next arc, and but next two episodes will be centered around
Yeah,
Yankel and Dai. It's gonna be
that
awesome.
that that's what I was be my question for you. Do you think that we're gonna see two episodes, like for example, like we see with Crocodile, like so not, they're fighting, but something's gonna interrupt them, and then they're gonna run, and then they're
Well,
gonna fight in these two episodes?
knowing how this fight is gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, next week we're gonna have the start of the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna end with the hero kind of like on their knees,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna see a little bit of what Mom is gonna
Mm-hmm.
do in the second episode.
Okay.
Second episode will start, in my opinion, first half of the second episode will be Mom and Young Kel talking, like there's gonna be a conversation, I think, there,
Mm-hmm.
and Mom kind of turning a little bit Young Kel around. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have another clash, probably be with Dai and Young Kel. Young Kel will probably go away or being attacked by something else, and he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to run or something like that. I don't remember exactly the specific. I didn't go back in the manga to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm remembering on top of my head,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have kind of the resolution of that. The army of Paprika will come out with probably a little surprise,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna go into season two. So
Okay.
that's my prediction for the next two episodes. Like knowing how they build up, if they go on another way around and completely go around my expectation, I will be glad to be put to wrong. But I think this is
Yeah.
how they're gonna build up the next two episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my theory.
Okay. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, any last thought on this episode? For my part, I loved it. It was really nice. It was a like I knew from the beginning it was a setup episode, so I
Mm-hmm.
put myself at ease. I was just like, yeah, tell me more. And I'm happy with what they told me. I'm happy of all the little mystery that they planted, and I can't wait to see the plan, the trees that gonna come out of these seeds in
Yeah.
season two.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I thought that we were going to see more battle, but I'm happy with that too. You know, like the way that they did things in this episode. So it was like, yeah, okay. I mean, I thought that we were going to see more fighting happening against with Dai and Hyunkal, but that was okay. The episode was like really good, and I really like it what they showed to us.
Awesome. Well, Felipe, thanks again as usual
Thank you.
for being with me and you at home. Thank you for watching this video. I see you on YouTube. Thank you very much for being part of this adventure every week. So only two more episodes to go. After that, we're gonna go for the Christmas and winter break,
Yeah.
and hopefully we're gonna come back very fast with season
Hmm.
two. I'm gonna keep up with the dates, with the announcement, and on Twitter, I'm gonna stay active and on top of this. So we're gonna let you know. But for now, we'll see you guys next week for the next episode. Ciao, guys.
Ciao, guys.